Hey everyone, Lensmanoz here and welcome back to Manufactio. So, I'm just jumping back in. I haven't been in the game for a couple of days now. So I'm just catching up on where we were at in the previous one where I was hooking up this guy to make the unrouted transport pipes from logistics pipes. So I need to connect a few things up. I do have it in a spot where I have to bring stuff out through the bottom. So let's do, yeah, signal and servo. Pick the right thing. Would be real smart. That can set up for out. We are going to need filters. Don't really matter which one I use. Need one on here for whitelist titanium plate. We'll just keep 16 in there, and then I'm gonna have to do it here. Whitelist. Hopefully I got that before everything started to feed out this way. It's a little bit ridiculous. It's just, and it's the nature of how I've got the base set up. Honestly, it's, you know, not much I can do about it. So cool. That it will be that unrouted pipes. Let's grab you there. And once this makes one, which I'm assuming will eventually happen. Did I? Yep, no, you're cool. You need one of them, because this requires 1 quartz glass and 2 titanium plates. I can probably go and grab a little bit of titanium plate. Over here. It's already kicked off. I can, you know, because this thing is pressing, so I'm assuming somewhere in the pipework through here there is some titanium plates floating around. Good. Can you take them and make me some nice outputs? Not enough energy. Yeah, well that's kind of helpful, right? Whoops. Here I'm going. No, that'll be fine. Connect it up. Oh, it's snowing. Well, it tried to snow and it stopped. Alright. That was the very shortest rain ever. Cool, so this should be working now. Missing input item. You have titanium plates. Oh, we do have some. Unrouted transport pipe. Nice. Alright, so these guys, I'm going to set up my normal thing to run them over to that chest in the middle. Frogman did tell me that these, when you go to the advanced version, it doesn't pollute anymore. So that's a definite bonus for working towards getting the advanced assemblers, because no pollution is a benefit. I don't know how true that is yet. I don't know where that's coming from. Perhaps it's just left over, and we do have some grass and stuff still here, so it will hopefully get rid of it eventually. But yeah, I'm doing everything I can to cut down on pollution. So hopefully that will help. All right, so let's head over here. And do I put it in here? Because honestly, uses of unrouted pipe. So unrouted transport pipe serves for the transport of items, doesn't route stuff, can't access inventories. So this is basically, this is a bit you put in the middle. So if we're going to set up a system for auto crafting, which is what I'm thinking of doing, thinking of using the doobie whacker over here. The machine I dropped in here, this guy, I'm thinking of trying to set up auto crafting of all the things that this does, right? So this, what did I put? I put 1 input or 2 inputs? 1 input. That can be changed, right? We can change it to have either a couple of inputs or something, but the idea is to take all the things that we can make in that machine. Like in here we have the recipe. We have the blue science recipe, or the blue circuit, I think it is. So it's, I think, 5, 5, and some of that. And that gives us... Oh, there's none in there. It gives us, I'm putting these things, the elites. So, recipe. Hey, this one. 10 green, 1 red, 1 gold wire. Gives us the elite control circuit. It's expensive, but it's not if you take into account the fact that we're not using sulfuric. We're only needing 1 of them, and we've got 10 of these, right? So it's cheaper this way, and it takes 113 seconds. So it's quite slow. That's standard though, and we're running at 7.11 times speed. So it's whatever that is divided by 7. So yeah, I'd like to try and automate all the things that can be done in the precision assembling machine. So that being said, we're going to need to set up a little bit of automation of all the things that we can use. This is one, the basic logistics pipe. Passive push destination routes items around the network, puts specific types of items into chests, can be a default route. And then we've got the high-speed tubes. So what I want to do is go logistics. Okay, so Golrith has disabled a fair chunk of logistics pipes. There's a lot of things that you can't access in this pack, but it's not intended for you to access tons and tons of them. The idea is, I'm going to take them out of there. Basic bins are not real useful. They certainly have their limitations, right? For anyone who needs to get stuff out of a basic bin, this is the best way of doing it. Placing it in your internal inventory, and then removing the items and doing that. I've seen people putting them down on hoppers and the like because I don't realise you can do that. So, FYI, that's a thing. These guys I'm hoping we'll be able to get rid of in the next version of the pack. I have asked for, well, they are going the basic bins, they are being disabled. So I don't know if I just need to bin them all or if we're going to get a one-to-one craft to simple single stack chest. Because it's the recipe for single stack chest is going to go to the same recipe as a basic bin. So it'll be come on. Sweet. Nope. Has it already? I was going to say, has it already been disabled? No. Why are you doing this to me, game? Nope, it's just... I don't know. Things are weird. All things are weird. I'm not getting any recipes. Oh, there we go. Okay. Anyway, these things are being nerfed. Oh boy. And they're going to the single spot chest. So, just an FYI. Let's see. I swear I had a recipe for that before. I think it's going to this one, actually. Oh, okay, so I'm guessing because there was a file in the... Yeah, this is a little different. So maybe my recipes will be a little bit nerfed. That's fine. Game's still working. Not really all that interested, but yeah, eventually recipe for this will be this. Cool. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's work with our logistics pipe stuff, because that's what we're aiming for. So we're going to need a few things. We're going to need a power junction, which is this guy here. So I am going to need to get basic logistics pipes up and running. So basic logistics pipes is a crafting. We've got assemblers. Should have the pink. Where did I put that? Did I? Oh, I must have put it in here. Circuit. Thank you. Got some of them. I don't know if we're going to need another assembler. Power junction. Need to get this going, so let's set this one up. I'm not sure if I've got a spare IE assembler spot. Where are they? Excavator. Assembler. Okay, that's charged. I need some more ducts. There we go. Let's grab just half a stack for the moment. I did start going around before last episode actually, and putting signs on each of these guys, so I know what's in each one. Because I mean, you've watched so many episodes where I'm like running around going, "Oh, what's in this one? Oh, what's in this one?" So I have started doing that. I just have not finished. I think one of these guys over here may have some spot, like this one that's not even hooked up. You're full. You're full. That's where my minigun ammo is. Hey. Yep. So this guy. So let's get recipe that set up in here, and then in our infeed, we're going to ask for 6 of each, I guess. Yeah, and that'll give us a few of these. Are there any other... Get off. Are there any other of these that I can... Grab a 3 craft? I mean, that's doable. We can get some diamonds over here. Providers diamonds. Some lapis for crafting. Crafting's what we're going to need. Supply logistics pipe. So we're going to need a few things. And look, actually, you know what? These things we can just craft as we need them, I believe. All these other bits and pieces. Quest table, and thanks to a person driving around the streets near me with the noisy car. The rest will be able to just like craft up. So that's cool. Let's just hook this guy up. Get these. Now it would be here somewhere. That. He is hooked up to power. Cool. So that will get a wiggle on. Especially if I give it some more of these. Nice. Let's take the base. Whoop. Let's throw the basic logistics pipes all over the place. Let's set it up in this middle chest like we normally do. 32 is probably a decent number. Cool. And again, this will be something that hopefully I've got another spot for. Yep. Good. Excellent. Okay. That's underway. That should hopefully craft a few while we make a few other items. Right, let's get into this. Let's make a logistics power junction. I'm going to need some titanium, I'm going to need a HV capacitor, block of redstone. Well, that's easy. Maybe. One day I'll hook up some other stuff to the system. So I can just like auto craft things. Not that one. HV capacitor, do I have... I don't have any of it. Batteries? Can you make those guys again? Fabricator, I've got some in this chest. These are charged. Can I use the charged ones? Guess I'm about to find out. Otherwise, like... I don't believe I've got any batteries around. I need some steel plates. Which is this one. Let's just grab a little bit. And let's see if we can make this guy. Hello? No, do you take like ones that are partially full? Of course not. Of course not. Uses, can I like sell? Okay, it's fine. It's okay. Got it. They are gold, copper wire, redstone, plastic sheet. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. And copper wire, right? Oh, 3 redstone, so I'm going to need 15. And seriously, it keeps trying to snow and then stops. I'm fine with that. Perfectly fine with that. Copper wire. Ah, okay. This is something I meant to show in the last episode, and I didn't. This is something that Frogman came up with. There is a recipe update to allow you to make copper wires using a lathe, and it's very simple. And if you want to see this thing in ultimate action, please go check out Frogman's channel. The link to his channel is down below. Go and check it out. It's one of his latest episodes, a couple of maybe 4 or 5 ago, and he set this up, but he's got like 21 stacks of these things, or he's got 21 of these guys. It produces wires like it's going out of fashion. So this is quite good. It basically it turns a copper ingot, and let's just go copper wire. Oops, if I keep my mouse in the right thing. So the recipe is for 2 copper wire, it's 1 copper rod. 1 copper rod is half a copper ingot, so you're going to get 4 wires from 1 copper ingot, whereas your normal recipe is 1 for 1. We're getting 4 for 1, so it's a huge bonus. And if you're at the tech level of having lathes, this little guy is great. So this is basically replacing this old guy. It's not quite keeping up with my base yet, so I have been switching this on and off occasionally, but I will probably go ahead and make maybe 2, or at least 2 more stacks of the 3, and place them in here and replace this whole setup. So just until I get that, let's just put this guy back on again, and that'll start making. Yep, cool. Again, we're going from an ingot to a plate to a wire. We're getting 2 wires, so we're going 1 to 2. This is going 1 to 4. So very cool way, very efficient, super fast if you put the highest tier motors on it. Speaking of which, I don't think I have the highest tier motor, so I can make that faster still. So maybe we should do that. Quests, automation, elite. It's only 200 of each. Okay, should be able to do that with this guy. Let's find it. There it is. Elite motor. Tick. Do your thing. Alright. I don't need here. I need over here. Getting sidetracked. Waffling on. 5 of them. 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. And 15 of them. So this should give me 5 batteries. And that will inevitably allow me to make this energy thingo. Oh no, didn't want to. Why are you doing that? Give me the item. It's not the recipe I want, it's the item. Cool. So, oh, hello, 4. This should be the last one, and then we can make a HV and be done with it. Alright, sorry about that. Needed a drink. Needed to needed to put the ice back in the cup. Didn't like it falling out while you're trying to drink. Right, sorry, getting there. Logistics. Alright, let's see. One of these guys, please. Yes, HV capacitor. Yep. So I just need some titanium sheets. We can just go in there for now. Titanium? Nope. Did I have some in my inventory? Did I put it up? Oh, it's right there. The downside to having the extra slots is that it doesn't pull from them when you need to. Okay, I got a book. That is an unfamiliar item. Nice. Okay. Oh, obviously it had already made a new pipe in my system, so that's cool. It's because we've got 4. Excellent. So in here, we obviously have no? They're basics, aren't they? That's right. Hey, basic logistics pipes. It probably wouldn't hurt for me to have some unrouted, but you know, for the moment, yeah, maybe let's just like zoom over here for a second. You'd think the advanced labs wouldn't pollute, right? How much you got? None, because you're using it as soon as you got it. Sweet. I am going to need some unrouted though, aren't I? That's the thing. And I don't think I'm going to be quick enough. Oh, actually I am. There we go. I'm just going to grab a stack of unrouted. So I'm going to need power in that building, actually. Now, did I leave my quantum entangler porter in here? No. Okay, I'm just going to run power from this conduit or duct that's running out here. I'm just going to run it underneath the building. Let's grab... And as I said, it's been a while since I've used this. I'm going to grab a couple more input hatches. Because I think I'm going to need one recipe per input hatch. If that makes sense. Input. Okay. Input hatch. It's going to be chests, I think. Do I not have any chests in the system? How do I go from having like 5 chests to having none? Can you make me 2 chests, please? Input. Excellent. Right, so back to logistics. Alright, so we've got the power junction. We're gonna need... I don't think it's a crafting table. I think we're gonna need the crafting logistics pipe. So we're gonna need one of these. There's obviously more in the system already. That's sweet. Supplier. Active item request automatically fills the chest machine. Okay, no, I want crafting, and then provider attaches to the sends items to the network. As I said, it's been a very long time since I used logistics pipes. So this is probably going to be a little bit of mucking around to get this right. Okay, so I think I need a pipe manager. Water shock. No plastic. No redstone. Cool. One of these guys. Pipe manager, I think. Logistics request table. Probably going to need one of these guys. And that's going to need titanium and a work table. Okay, so just a couple of should still have titanium in my inventory. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, let's see. And again, this is going to take me a little bit of playing around with. Have that back. I want to set up precision assembler. Now, I've got a few recipes we could do in here. These are more expensive than what I'm doing, but I just wanted to see what I could come up with. Like, this isn't too bad. Instead of 10 red and 1 blue, we're using a uranium, titanium plate, and a silicon wafer. This is probably something we're going to need to set up eventually as well, is some of these recipes. Oh, we can do it with 238. That's nice. I've got a plenty of 238. Cool. So we might set up this guy actually. Just for the, because obviously normal recipes for this is the, you know, a similar sort of massive amount of copper wire and sulfuric acid. So let's look at setting that guy up. Uranium 238, titanium, and silicon wafer. I'm going to grab each of those items. If I had room in my inventory, I would grab each. You know what? I did some cleaning up before. I need to get rid of all of that. Excellent. Gone. One of them. One of you. Yeah. What was the last thing? Titanium plate. Okay, cool. Let's head over here. And again, as I said, it's been a long time. Where's the center of this thing? These are 5 wide, so the center of the building is actually here. So if we bring the power in to the center of the building, along this line, let's go down the 2, go 3 actually. I love these dark tools. They are awesome. And then if we go center of this one, here somewhere. There, this is the very center of the building. I'm going to pop that bit of floor out, just so I've got an idea of where the center is. And let's run cables, please. You. Quick. Let's just do this. Okay. In a way, I would kind of like to have I think it'd be cool to have like the request table in the middle. I wonder if that's doable. So if let's take this out of here. Let's go, let's put our power junction-y thing. I'm still going to need to run power to that machine, aren't I? I was going to say put the power junction down here and it'll be fine. No, I'm going to need to run up the center. So we want to bring it up here. Power needs to come through the middle of the building. Yeah, and then across. And up about. Oh, really? Come on. Downside to a tool or whatever breaking too quick is that you get phantom blocks. So it's plus we're also getting like block lag. Oh, I missed it by 1. Missed it by this much. And we're probably actually going to need to uncover this as well. So got our power somewhere here. Whatever I did with the conduits there, or the ducts. I keep calling them conduits. Gonna need power. Okay. What I'm going to do is we'll play around with this outside the machine, and then I'll move it underwards underneath once I've worked out what I'm doing. So for now, let's just do this, and I'll put the power junction on here. This will get us power for our logistics network, and it's storing a bit. What we're going to need is a crafting logistics pipe, and I wanted to change these guys over, didn't I? 1, 2, and put these in. 2, right click, cool. Just so I've got the ability to be able to do this. Now this guy, I'm gonna need, is it this? Yes. Okay. So this should enable me to put inputs. So in this case, it will be, we want one of them, is it one of these? I think that was the recipe, right? Circuit. Recipe. So if I go here, so yep, 1 uranium-238, 1 titanium plate, 1 silicon wafer is 1 purple circuit. Yep, okay. Downside I think we have is that we need, I need to be able to get the finished good back to here, right? Or I need satellite pipes. Have we got satellite pipes? Oh no. Oh no. Advanced extractor module. Is the satellite pipe the thing that we don't have? Because ideally, I need a satellite pipe. Let's muck around with it a bit. Again, it's been a long time since I did anything with logistics pipes. Technically, I should be able to use unrouted through here. That went sparkle. Okay. I need to get my request table. I'm just going to plop him here. If I do, I have to give this thing its items. Did it take all those items actually? Really? The recipe has the items in it? That's dodge. Okay. Okay. Cool. What I'm gonna need is a chest, probably. Let's get another chest. Iron chest to be fine. I'm gonna need a provider. Provider. Did I make a provider before? Get rid of some stuff. Sure. Some of them. Cool. Did I make a provider? Yes, I did. Can you take that and that? Probably that. Some of them. Let's get, what have I got in the way of uranium in here? Nothing. I get a stack of that. I get a chunk of them. And what was the third thing? Oh, the silicon. This is derping with Lens, trying to work out whether he knows how to do something. One day I'll finish this building, right? If I drop down you and get a provider. If I look in here, okay, if I put this, this, and this in here, can I say, I would like one of these, please? It went to there. Turn that on. That would be a good start, right? Turn the machine on. I think the problem I have is that the output is where that item will go. And it will never come back to here. Hello, output. Hello? Yeah, okay, so it's here. But do I need a provider then? Automatically crafts the item inside when requested. And use a satellite pipe to send inputs elsewhere. Because I want to craft the item, kick it out. Because I don't think putting it as a provider will be what I need. I think I'm going to need to scratch my head a little on this one. Put chest on the pipe to catch items coming out, so that's a request. Alright, by all means. Let me know in the comments if you know what I'm doing here. I don't know if I should be like, can I connect this to this? I can. Take that. So ideally, if I put a duct, and this is going to be a little ugly. If I can get on the roof would be nice. Cool. If I put a duct that comes up over here, and then down this side. Right. Can I make you... Can I put a servo in here? If I do that, will it get its item and be happy? No. Is it saying it doesn't have somewhere to go to? Because ideally it's got somewhere to go, right? Alright, I need satellite pipes to do this. I need to be able to go crafting, and we put the crafting on the export here probably. And then this would deliver it and your request would be done. Interesting. Alright, I'm gonna play around a little with this. I can't think of any other way of actually doing this. If I make that one of these, can I do that? Ow. Very nice. Don't think that thing shot me. Take him out. Alright, I'm gonna rethink this. It's not doing what I need. Yeah. You can do it with a wrench, that's awesome. Anyway, cool. I'm going to play around with this. This is my idea, is I want to use logistics pipes in this area, and if I have to ask Golrith for the old extra pipe, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to play with it between episodes. But we've made a fair chunk of the logistics pipe stuff. This is generally how you connect things up. It's just I'm having a bit of trouble with that. Take that. So until next time, thank you all for watching. Comments down below, and I'll see you then. Bye now. Alrighty, I couldn't let that sit. I've ended up dropping into creative mode, and I need just to prove to Golrith why I need the satellite pipe. This is a satellite pipe. I've had to cheat it in because they are disabled in the pack, and I've just had to. I think it's this one here. So this is satellite pipe, and I have named him Input, as you can see there, Input. And what we've done is we've got the crafting pipe here. In the crafting pipe we have the recipe of the 3 items in the satellite, which you can just hit select here and choose which input it is. So I could call this 1, 2 and 3, and we could have 3 outputs here for all it matters. But I think that'll still play up a little. What I could do is I could expand this a little bit and have, let's say, a chest here, and put the crafting pipe on the chest. Or something along those lines. You could have a chest with a number of crafting pipes around it. You could have a thermal duct pulling out of the output hatch. So anything that hits in here will get extracted into the chest. And you'd be able to work around it that way. But at the moment we've got this input. As I said, it's called input. This thing, when I craft, got to use a wrench. When I asked it to craft, it will take these 3 items out of this supplier, place it into the input, and let's just do that. Let's go. I would like to take this out of here because I just tested it. Hopefully it works on camera. Request. You see the 3 items go through, and they go into this inventory. It then starts crafting the ultimate control circuit. And that will take, it does take a moment to get through, and you can see it's still sparkling over here, waiting for its output. So the machine itself isn't super fast, and I do need to get those other motors going. But eventually, this should pull it out of there. It worked just before, there it goes. Okay, so it's pulled it out of there, it's coming back to the table. 1 ultimate control circuit. Thank you very much. So that's how they work. I'm gonna get Golrith, please. I'd like this satellite pipe, please. Give me a recipe for that, and then I'll hide all this under it, and I'll probably do the whole output to a chest, and I'll get that working in between. But until I can get this satellite pipe in the pack, I'm not going to be able to do what I want in here. But anyway, we'll work it out. I'll be able to get a few recipes in this with probably put a crafting pipe here. I can put a crafting pipe here. I mean a satellite. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe even 3 underneath if I need to. So to get a few into this machine and have them all outputting to, you know, like a chest or a couple of chests. Put a filter on a chest and have, I don't know, 4 of the recipes or 5 of the recipes go to 1, and then, you know, it'll see it in there. So there are some ideas that we can do. But until next time, thank you all for watching. I just couldn't leave the episode without proving that this works. Thanks for watching, comments below, and I'll see you then. Bye now.